Alex Joe is a critical thinker whose genuine love of learning and thoughtful questions inspired those around him. A teacher notes that Alex stands out for his exceptional dedication and sustained, consistent self-discipline. Alex's focus and strong work ethic has led him to being the first student in Charlotte Christian School history to earn conservatory in all 6 disciplines. Major history. Alex attended North Carolina's Governor's School, has been named an AP Scholar with distinction and an honors graduate. Alex's commitment to excellence expands beyond the classroom walls and can be seen on the stage as he plays the trumpet in the wind ensemble and jazz band, in the pool as a part of the record-holding 200-yard medley team, and in the community through various service projects. Alex is a member of the Debate Club and serves as the Vice President of the National Honor Society. I will also add, I had the privilege of being Alex's kayak partner out in the Pacific Ocean while we were in San Diego, and I must say, we add that to the list of gifts and talents. Please join me in congratulating this year's valedictorian, Alex Joe.
Thank you to Mr. Gaylor, Mr. Brown, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, and of course, the members of the class of 2024. My name is Alex Joe, and I am honored today to represent my peers in this graduating class. If you would all, please join me in applauding the accomplished members of Charlotte Christian School's class of 2024. On the first day of my senior year, I walked into the new upper school building feeling scared. I wasn't scared because I didn't know where I wanted to go to college, what to study, how I was going to survive my schedule, or frankly anything else that was really important. No, instead of any of these practical reasons, I was scared because my first class of the day was AP English Literature and Composition, also known as AP Lit. Before I took it, I had heard that the class was incredibly difficult. A's don't come by very easily, essays are tough to write, and there is a lot of reading involved. As a result, I knew that AP Lit was going to be a challenge and entered the class with worry. However, on that first day, the class ultimately shaped my perspective for my senior year when Miss Ramsey passed out a poem for us to read. Originally written in German, the poem was titled The Man Watching by Rainer Maria Rilke. The concluding stanzas of Rilke's poem describe people challenging an angel to a fight, similar to how Jacob wrestles with God in Genesis 32. And I would like to read the last stanza today. Whoever was beaten by this angel, who often simply declined the fight, went away proud and strengthened and great from that harsh hand that kneaded him as if to change his shape. Winning does not tempt that man. This is how he grows, by being defeated decisively by constantly greater beings. Instead of walking away weakened from their losses, the characters in The Man Watching feel new strength and vigor after losing to the angel, conveying that people best find growth and personal development amidst defeat. I took Rilke's poem home that day to look over again, and after reading it a few more times, I began to realize that we cannot achieve something great by only doing what is easy. Instead, we must attempt what is difficult, what may even seem impossible. As I look over all of my peers now, I cannot think of a group of individuals who better represent this message. Considering the fine arts, there's the Act 1 cast, led by the seniors, which has won numerous awards and superior ratings for their performances. The Unite team, which has revived student-led worship in chapel, honors band participants and all-state choir members like Jeffrey and Whitney, Caroline Parrish, who has won gold Scholastic Key for her submissions in art competitions, and Carson Betzel, who is so accomplished and talented that I don't even know where to start. In athletics, I can think of even more people whose drive characterizes this graduating class. I see girls who became the core of CCS's first women's lacrosse team in history. Soccer players who won the conference championship this season for the first time in over 15 years after having a record of 3-13 last year. And football and baseball players who helped win several state championships. If you want more, consider the graduates who have set numerous Charlotte Christian athletic records, athletes who have written their names on history's walls and attained feats the school has literally never seen before. Some of you may have noticed that I haven't explicitly mentioned any academic achievements, and I'll keep it that way. Although this class of graduates is academically impressive, their success in extracurriculars illustrates that life is not all about schoolwork. The class of 2024 has upheld Charlotte Christian's rigorous academic standards while still pursuing excellence in other fields, and I encourage you all to do so in the future. As you move on from CCS, maintain the things that make you, you, and challenge yourself to progress in them. To learn, you don't have to be the smartest person in the room, the fastest person on the team, the most experienced member of the club, or the best at what you're doing. Rather, surrounding yourself with the most learned people possible and biting off more than you can chew, it will give you the most room to grow. In the upper school office hangs a poster of me and one of my best friends, Luca Vicino, that illustrates this idea. Many of you have probably seen the photo, but for those of you who don't know, the photo is of me and Luca running an 800-meter race in our sophomore track season. The two of us look absolutely terrible, tired, sweating, in pain, and miserable. However, while that picture shows us suffering, it also shows us continuing to run together anyways. Against the agony we display in the photo and through the cheers from my parents and Mr. and Mrs. Vicino, Luca and I pushed each other to finish that race, reach above our limits, and keep moving forward. Likewise, the students of this graduating class have brought out the best in each other and motivated each other to grow beyond the limitations. Bodybuilders don't improve by just lifting the same amount of weight. Explorers don't discover by only sailing charted waters, and leaders don't help the world by wasting time on problems that have already been solved. Likewise, you all will have to confront the issues that seem too demanding, the burdens that seem too heavy, and the questions that seem too complicated to actualize your potential. The late Reverend Phillips Brooks once wrote, "Do not pray for easy lives, pray to be stronger men. Do not pray for tasks equal to your powers. Do not pray for powers equal to your tasks. Then the doing of your work shall be no miracle, but you shall be a miracle." Reverend Brooks' command reflects the sentiment God gives us in verses like Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men. As you walk out from here, chase the future with confidence and passion, knowing that the Lord has commanded and equipped you to do so. To the class of 2024, you are all fantastically gifted, bright, and remarkable. It is an honor to graduate with you. As I congratulate you today on this extraordinary accomplishment, I also eagerly await to see how each of you shapes the future, because what starts here changes the world.